EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the surprise number 6 overall pick of this year's draft, Daniel Jones of the New York Giants, as they take on the 11-year man Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. With that, let's head inside the Ford Field in Detroit. We're standing by are the two men who will bring you this one, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the New York Giants. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Giants' offense will be led by the rookie from Duke, and that's Daniel Jones. Of course, Eli Manning made 210 consecutive starts for the G-Men from 2014 until 2 years ago. But now he gives way to Jones, who threw for 52 touchdowns in his 3.
Set. 60 outlaw.
Man, I got you. He's coming.
Get it. Play.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. And we take a look now at the New York offense.
And we focus on maybe the ultimate home run hitter in the NFL today, and that's running back Saquon Barkley, because teams come into every game with the idea that they want to limit his production and especially his big playability. But how many times did we watch him in his rookie year where he would be limited throughout the game?
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Christian Jones, the one who picked it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
Turn that. Blue 60. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. On second down now, it's Johnson. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Now Stafford. They'll find Galladay. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
It's game situation. Let's go.
Here's Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded at the 2. Still churning. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They begin the drive with Johnson. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. The numbers a week ago for Johnson. 18 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
What you got?
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the 50, Stafford. Got a man, it's Amendola. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Out of the gun, Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Set. 180.
55. Hey, eat. I got him.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 15-yard line.
On 2nd and a yard. Stafford, and he'll find Hall. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Hey. We got 3. We got 3 down.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Stafford. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
2 excellent drives for them to start this game, both ending with touchdown passes.
Yeah, they're off and running, even though they finish things off through the air. Gotta like what you're seeing from them so far. Being able to maneuver offense, take care of the football, and then ring that bell at the end with, as you said, 2 touchdown passes.
Prater for the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. 1 play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. And I think they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Saquon Barkley. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
On the double.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch right.
From the gun, Jones to Barkley on the check down. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10, and he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. They go counter, Perkins. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
On 1st down, back to Perkins. Oh, nice move. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
On on second down, Perkins. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? The Lions on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Go now. 90 Wolf. Go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. To throw again on second down. Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. It's caught. Shepard. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones completes this again to Shepard. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Lions to take over. They've got the lead right now in this contest, and they're coming off that victory a week ago against the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go 1st and 10. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they start the second half with Johnson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Underneath for Johnson. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Golden Tate's gonna go. Touchdown, Giants. Talk about flipping the script. That punt return 86 yards as his guys are back within a single score.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Now a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming. Jones operating from the gun. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Let's go!
A reminder later tonight, Sunday Night Football will see a game in the NFL 100 series, a rematch of the very first AFL-NFL championship game, later, of course, known as Super Bowl I. It pits the Packers against the Chiefs from Arrowhead, and that should be a fun one. He'll have a first down past the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
280.
58, come on. You got nothing left. You got nothing.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Giants' 41-yard line.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
They run with Perkins. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Man, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7?
Down. 60 outlaw.
4 down, 4 down.
Let's go.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Where's 52? Black 52. 52 is light.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a play fake here on first down, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Here's Jones. Back to the air on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball.
31's the mic. Coming to you, coming to you.
On third down, Stafford. He finds his man Johnson. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a fourth down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The throwing to the drive, but that one incomplete.
Got it. 44, Mike, 44. Go, go, go.
Now Jones, a big spot for the rookie from Duke. It's hauled in by Shepard. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, Haywood.
Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Watch the screen.
From the gun, Jones. Flushed out right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Melvin. Certainly not.
Interception, baby. Oh, set. 180. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. I got it.
Throwing here, Stafford. He completes it to Jones. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to